today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
On a warm afternoon in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, EA Sports brings you to Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. The beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Panthers have recovered. So here comes the Patriots offense led by number 1, their new quarterback for 2020. That, of course, Cam Newton.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees. But he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts. And he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand-new head coach, a brand-new organization in Carolina.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense.
It got his man complete. across the 20.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 76 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
5-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Returnable for Lockett. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown, the big rookie, in there to drop him for the loss. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And the Panthers coming out now. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
27 yards.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. The product of Jersey City to hear Whitehead on the sack. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Now Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He was taken down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
5-yard line.
1st down, Bridgewater. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
On the carry.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was
on any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Bobby, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
On the play. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Here's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Three yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Throwing again here, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Cooper on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
30-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, short throw to Disley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Will Disley.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Wilson's pass complete.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
To Chris Carson.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Again, Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Stephen Weatherly. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Score Seahawks 14, Panthers 3. Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
Panthers 3.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 24.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
Good tackle there by Jaron Reed, the former second-round pick out of Alabama. That's why he was drafted, but he's really shown an excellent ability to rush the passer as well.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
But now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He's making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
A gain of 5.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Found his target. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 30 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Teddy Bridgewater and his Panthers ready to go again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up
from the shotgun. It's Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts the defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. The 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
11 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll roll him out right. They'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They run for it with Carson. They find some open field here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
To throw is Wilson. Being chased out left, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Cooper on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Seahawks have recovered. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
DK Metcalf.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now it's Carson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17.
27, Panthers 10.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Cooper on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief then when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he loses the football the second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. K1 Short able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Zach Kerr in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, this looks like a free play for Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Interception. Here's Bridgewater. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now it's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos, the rookie. That's why they drafted him, getting in there and making the play defensively. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now here's Michael Dixon standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the... And down he goes! They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jaron Reed, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Bridgewater to throw it. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And his throw here's incomplete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Dang, man, I guess we're looking at the wrong side right here.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Seattle.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23.
Out come the Panthers. He'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
13 yards remaining on second down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full feet down to the 32-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Bridgewater. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Blitz, watch the blitz.
On 1st down, Wilson steps away to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Carolina getting set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And out now come the Seahawks. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Wilson eluding the pressure right. The 20. It's caught. Lock it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Come on, dog! I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Not much there, only a yard.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam-o, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
The score is Seahawks 30, Panthers 17.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Cooper on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Onto the field, here come the Panthers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Bridgewater on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again with Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Thomas has got it, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On for the field goal, a 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that gets him back within 10.
30, Panthers 20.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Not much there, only a yard.
To Chris Carson. A gain of a yard.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Will Disley.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Seahawks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Short throw to Disley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down, Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Makes the score Seahawks 33, Panthers 20.
So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Cooper on the return. And they'll get him down down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Christian McCaffrey.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Now Bridgewater. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
1st and 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Intended for D.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always the key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well, and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
They'll run the screen with Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Forced out to his left. Short throw to Disley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick there. Move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. To throw again is Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Complete to Chris Carson.
And now it's second down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will swell the lead to 16.
36, Panthers 20.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Is recovered by the Panthers.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Catch there by DJ Moore is really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
A 49-yard gain on the play. First down, Seattle.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Stephen Weatherly picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Wilson. This is caught. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him...
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Shutting defenders at the 15. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job.
Onside kick is recovered by the Panthers.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
But you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
At the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, throw left side, complete. It's Carson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Keeps himself upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Brown gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. First down, Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's at the 50. The 30. 20.
It don't even
10.
matter, baby. It don't matter. It's
And
okay.
he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Seattle.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job.
Onside kick is recovered by the Panthers.
Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And Thomas has it. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Seahawks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Derek Brown able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Wilson. And that's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Myers' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
53. Panthers 20.
Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Onside kick is recovered by the Panthers.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling
again.
No,
you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
4, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Bridgewater now. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Chris Carson. Incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.